Hey everybody, it's Kevin, and today is Monday, the 26th of April 2021. Almost said 2022. Um, um, does it really matter what date it is? I think it does. For those that are catching it on the rebroadcast, they can hear straight away what day we're in. So here goes our singing bowl. Don't know why I did that. I think because I like to open up that channel. Had a great weekend. I had a good Sunday. It was restful. I read a lot. I learned a lot. I listened a lot. I was with me all day and the dogs. The experience actually of being mindful. We hear that a lot lately, don't we? Mindfulness. Courses in mindfulness. What's it full of? That's what I need to ask. Because it seems the mind, which really isn't a body part or an organ, it's a mind. I guess it's part of the brain. It's interesting. I've always felt like, we've got arms and legs, muscles and tissues. What exactly is the mind? What does it do? The mind processes, I think, inner processing. Mind is the filter, filtering, because everything that is seen, unseen, experienced, whether physical, spiritual, emotional. Emotionals are felt. You feel pain, feel sadness, feel fear, feel happy, feel joy, feel love, sadness, all of those things. Lonely, we feel all those things. And then there's the spiritual side, which can make you feel too. It's all connected. And as I pondered all of this morning, I landed on what our purpose was, what's the theme, what's the spiritual inbox note for today, and it was to take it all in. There's thoughts about how quickly the time goes. It does. And how interesting that whole statement is. Time is flying. No, birds fly. Time can sometimes feel long, take forever, teaches us patience, and at others it's not enough of it to do the things we want to do. Doesn't seem to last very long. An afternoon goes by so quickly. When the life of a person ends, they're gone. Go to spirit, they move on, they transition into a different existence. Doesn't seem like they were here very long. So we talk about time as being a commodity that is never ending or quickly gone, scarce. It's a commodity you can't buy. You can't purchase it back. There's no value to it. And yet, there are so many of us who have spent the time, spent as in expended let it go, which seems rather wasteful. And yet, that time is the most incredible teacher. Even when there's a realization with it was a waste of time, is a teacher, because it's a revelation of this great commodity that I had, I wasted, not going to get it back, and I won't be doing it again. So at least you can say that section or that experience or the time it took to have that experience was not really wasted if you got the message. So the message that Spirit wants you to know today is to take it all in, every bit of it, including the parts that seem boring. The times when you say, I can't take any more of this. What are you going to do then? No, I realized yesterday I spoke the truth. If you think about how long in years, linear time, a life is, the average now is probably somewhere around 80 to 90, somewhere in there. 8 or 9 decades we get to be who we are, what we're doing. Those of us who get up into the 5th decade, almost into the 6th for me, realize, wow, we're getting there. The sun in this life of who I am and what I'm doing is beginning to golden, settle, scent, go. The body that I have, the physical body, is beginning to show signs of not being as vibrant as it once was. And yet the spirit, this soul that inhabits this physical body, is just as vibrant, just as playful, just as much fun as it ever was in whatever life it ever has been in. So the message from the spirit today, especially with this glorious full moon that I think will be full tonight into tomorrow. Full moon is in Scorpio, but it's in the planet. There's a lot of planetary action in Taurus, which is that grounding, earthy, integrous, truthful, deep energy. Is basically indicating to take everything in. And the cards today, let's pull them. Here we are. So Archangel Raziel is here to channel the gifts and the talents that are emerging from this transitional period. Archangel Raziel comes with the message that you are opening up many of the clairvoyant, that's non-physical gifts that you have. The intuition is beginning to wake up, clearing away all of the confusion, all of the nonsense. In other words, there's a part of you that's part of the cosmos, especially if you're on here meditating or doing yoga, or however you connect yourself, your physical self, to the spirit world, there's an opening. It's there. It's already there. And Archangel Raziel, through the words and the books and the wisdom, and here comes Katumi to talk about opening the wisdom, opening the vortex, and getting in touch with that inner knowing. All of these gifts, the great reveal, the great transition, this period that we feel like we're stuck in this place where no thing is moving, no thing is happening. The media world is spinning the same junk they were spinning 6 months ago. The words of authority on a physical plane, if you think about governments and law enforcement, are still doing their bit to herd people. I remember feeling being very amused. I'm still amused when I hear this term on TV, herd immunity. They talk about that whatever they call it, the virus, and then the shot that goes, that people are being encouraged to get. I think that's a personal choice. But what amuses me is this term, herd immunity. Now, I think it's funny, only because we really are not cattle, and we're really not sheep. There's nothing wrong with cows, and there's nothing wrong with sheep, but they have to be organized because there's so many of them, and they've got to be put into order if you're a farmer and you use this as your way of living, of your way of your purpose, I suppose. Then you need to round them up, herd them, get them going. But people, okay, crowd control, I understand that. Crowdsourcing, I certainly understand that. A crowd gathers, you want them somewhat organized, otherwise it becomes a rabble. And I feel like that is where the awakening process is happening. The spiritual gifts, the other side, the great reveal. This year to me feels like it's a big reveal. The secrets of our lives, the secrets of why we're here, the purpose of what we came to do, the light, the love, the consciousness, all the good stuff that we are about to get revealed to is going to emerge up out of this dark doom gloom cloud that we've been pushed under. Anyway, there's our message. Take everything in. Move away the materialistic types of thoughts and feelings and deeds. Because we now know in this big reveal that having material wealth or showing material wealth or giving the appearance of material wealth is just an illusion. The real wealth, the real wisdom, that real, revealing aspect of us, who we are inside this physical body, is completely separate, different from any fancy house, any valuable neighborhood. Sure, if you've worked hard, you get to receive the gifts of your labor by having a home that's filled with love, by having a job that has loving people around it, doing a job that you love, in a career that you adore, with people that you adore being around. So it doesn't become work, it becomes a purpose. It becomes a sort of like a labor, an extension of the love that you have within inside of you that you get paid for. And I'm blessed to say, of all the things I've ever endeavored to do, I've always followed my heart when it's come to doing something with purpose. Fear, yes, fear is because it can be very unsecure. There are obligations that have to be met, financial obligations that have to be met, and risks that do get taken. Sometimes they pay off, and sometimes they're like, ooh, I made a bit of a boo-boo there. Either way, we're emerging from this duvet cover of doom and gloom, coming out the other side with this idea that there's got to be something better than all this. And there certainly is. And these two cards, with the help of Archangel Raziel and Katumi, the Cloak of Wisdom, is showing us that those gifts, those real gifts, those tangible gifts, are all up underneath. So take it all in. Let yourself reveal the truth to yourself. You're worthy of everything, including love, including riches, including prosperity, including abundance. You are worthy of all of that, and it's there. Doesn't matter where it comes from, just know that it's there. It will appear in the form of miracles, friends, people. If whatever you want to receive and get, now's the time to get clear with it and do it with integrity. Speak whatever truth you want to speak. All right, I think it's time for us to get to today's message from Journey to the Heart, right here. Let's turn this back around. There we go. All right. And then we'll meditate Turning to 26th, change is in the air. Just as the world around us changes and evolves, so do the circumstances and situations of our lives. We live in a universe that is alive, vibrant, and constantly evolving. Change is the way nature and the universe and the divine move us through each period of our lives and into destiny. We are led to our next lesson, our next adventure. There's no need to deny change, to fear or fight it against it. Change is inevitable. Just as the earth is in constant motion and transformation, so are we. Take your place in the universal dance, the universal rhythm. Allow change to happen. Work with it as your life unfolds. Sometimes change comes in one smashing moment like a volcano eruption. Other times it happens more slowly, the way the winds and the rains sculpt bridges out of canyons. Learn to trust your body, its signs, signals, warnings, and excited proclamations. Let the gathering clouds warn us of impending storms as we learn to study, predict the tremors of the earth. Much the same way our bodies can function as a barometer for our soul. And it's the place and its place in the constantly changing and evolving universe. You are now more sensitive than you've been before. Change is coming. It's here. You can feel it in the air. You can feel it in yourself. Thank your body for helping you. Thank the universe for what it is about to do. Then thank God, because change will bring you closer to love. Disruption has to happen. Disruption is part of the divine plan. We have to pull away what is no longer working, what doesn't benefit. It's time to let it go. And that letting go brings up fear. And that's what we need to overcome, the fear. Let's meditate. So bring your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes, take a big breath in. Let it out. Let your thoughts settle, your mind settle, and bring your consciousness to the soles of your feet. Allow the Mother Earth to support you with love, with tenderness. Let the Mother Earth take the worries and the woes, the anxiety, anything that is not serving your highest good or your purpose. Let these feelings, these woes, these troubles, anything not connected to love, not connected to growth, let all of that flow down, become part of the earth, to be recycled. Allow your consciousness and your mind, along with your breath, every inhale, lift your vibration up higher in through your body. from your feet to your knees and your knees to your hips. Allow every exhale to launch you up further, from your hips into your belly to your ribs. And then from your ribs to your heart, lungs, shoulders, arms, through fingers. And keep the consciousness rising up from your shoulders to your neck, jaw, up through your third eye center to your forehead, rising up through your skull into the crown of your head and way beyond. Know that a great opening is possible for you right now, right here. The angels are gathering, and we'll do our prayer of protection. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raziel, the Ascended Masters. And thank you, angels and archangels, for cutting, removing binds that keep me tied to people, places, situations, stories, drama, nonsense, gossip, and anything else that no longer serves my purpose. I'm safe, I am free, so it is, so shall it be. Bring your hands over your heart, send that vibration like your transistor to universal power. Your hands over your heart, or one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Anytime you connect your hands in this way, it's a vibrational antenna. And you make your affirmation, I am the keeper of my mind and my body. Wherever love is, fear is a stranger and love is here. I am love. I am light, I am joy, I am peace. I am abundance, I am worthy. Then develop that feeling, that vibration of gratitude for all of those things, for the abundant gifts. For how important you are to yourself, how important you are to those around you, how your purpose plays a unique and brilliant role in this tremendous universe, that this affirmation is truly your declaration that you're part of something bigger. At one with everything, at one with the rhythm of life. You are at one and equal to the masters, the angels. You are at one and equal to everyone else on the planet, everything else on the planet. Be grateful that the great Creator saw something in you and made you out of love. Whatever the great Creator represents to you, whether it's God, whether it's a universal energy, universal spirit, whatever energy you believe, all of that is. had a definitive and distinct reason for creating you. Take it in. Just allow yourself to breathe and be. You see that great light of love projecting from inside of you. Focus your mind and your consciousness to the center of your forehead. Get a sense that your whole body is vibrating and relaxing. Generate that feeling of bliss and love. Nothing to fix, nothing to fear. Let the vibration of bliss and peace open. Your connection to the higher self. Keep this light and softness, bliss, harmony, peace. Your hands to prayer at heart center. Hold on to the way that you are right now. Let this lightness, this peace, this bliss, this sense of samadhi be the energy that you move forward with. The more you practice this, lift in vibration and open the communication and take in your connection, your true purpose, your true connection with Spirit, the higher your vibrational energy will begin operating from. Take in the process. Enjoy the journey. And let's lift our thumb knuckles to our third eye center, and together we bow and say Namaste. That's really what all of this is. The coming into life and the learning these connections that we're so much bigger than this body. So much more going on that we're just now scratching the surface of. So, have a great Monday. Allow your mantra to be bliss, to be peace, to be love, to be joy. That's what we're all looking for. That's what we all want. It's always been there, covered up with the muck and the mire of whatever. There's a choice. Your choice. Maybe you inspire, empower other people to take it on. Lots of love. Bye.